The world of NASCAR is always full of surprises, but the announcements surrounding the 2025 season have taken things to a whole new level. Stewart-Haas Racing has announced the closure of its 4-car Cup operation. This decision has sent shockwaves through the motorsport community, and the result is a good season shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable and exciting in recent memory. Let's break down everything happening from new driver lineups to team expansions and bold decisions. The closure of SHR has scattered its talented drivers across the paddock. 4 of its former drivers have managed to secure new full-time rides in the Cup Series. Chase Briscoe, for example, will move to Joe Gibbs Racing to pilot the number 19 Toyota. This car was previously driven by Martin Truex Jr., a former champion who announced his retirement from full-time racing. Briscoe's ability to perform under pressure, like his victory in the Southern 500, has not gone unnoticed, making him a top contender for the upcoming season. Ryan Preece, another former SHR driver, will be joining RFK Racing. He will drive the number 60 Ford Mustang, a car that has been upgraded from a part-time entry to a full-time one. This marks a significant opportunity for Preece, who has over 200 Cup starts but hasn't had the equipment to consistently compete at the top level. RFK's partnership with Kroger as a new sponsor further strengthens the team's position for 2025, showing their commitment to growth and competitiveness. The Wood Brothers racing team has also seen changes. Josh Berry, who is relatively new to the Cup Series, will be driving the iconic number 21 Ford. Berry has shown promise even though he entered the series later in his career at 33 years old. Meanwhile, Harrison Burton, who previously drove for the Wood Brothers, managed to secure a surprise victory at Daytona. However, his inconsistent performance over the last 3 years led the team to part ways with him. Noah Gragson, a driver who has struggled to find stability in his career, will drive the number 4 Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. This will be his 6th Cup ride in just 3 years, showing the challenges he's faced in establishing himself in the sport. Todd Gilliland, who previously drove for FRM, will take over the number 34 car, though drivers hope these new opportunities will bring consistency and success. While some teams are focusing on stability, others are expanding. Shane Van Gisbergen, a 3-time Supercars champion from New Zealand, is fully committing to NASCAR in 2025. After an impressive debut victory at the Chicago Street Course in 2023 and multiple Xfinity Series wins, Van Gisbergen will drive the number 88 Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. His transition from Supercars to NASCAR has been one of the most talked about stories in the sport, and fans are eager to see how he performs in ovals. Another team making waves is 23XI Racing. Despite ongoing legal battles with NASCAR, they're not letting challenges slow them down. The team is adding a 3rd car, the number 35 Toyota with Riley Herbst as the driver. Herbst, supported by longtime sponsor Monster Energy, has spent 5 years in the Xfinity Series and has 3 wins to his name. His top 10 finish in his Cup debut at the 2023 Daytona 500 shows he has the potential to make an impact in the top series. Spire Motorsports is taking a different approach for 2025. They've signed veteran driver Michael McDowell, who has been in the Cup Series since 2008 and has over 500 starts. McDowell is leaving his comfortable seat at Front Row Motorsports to join Spire. His role will involve mentoring 2 young drivers, Carson Hocevar and Justin Haley. This blend of experience and youth could help Spire Motorsports build a stronger presence in the series. Meanwhile, Kaulig Racing is making significant changes to bounce back from a challenging 2024 season. AJ Allmendinger, who was demoted to the Xfinity Series last year, will return as the full-time driver of the number 16 Chevrolet. This decision is aimed at leveraging Allmendinger's experience, as he remains the only driver to win a Cup race for Kaulig twice. Ty Dillon will join the team to drive the number 10 car, which replaces the number 31. Kaulig is also bringing in Ty Norris, formerly of Trackhouse Racing, as their chief business officer to strengthen their leadership. The legacy of SHR will live on through Gene Haas, who plans to continue running a Cup team independently in 2025. Cole Custer, who won the 2023 Xfinity Series Championship, will drive the number 41 Ford for the newly rebranded Haas Factory team. Custer's promotion to the Cup Series and his father Joe's role as the team president indicate that Haas is serious about building a competitive operation once again. JTG Daugherty Racing has undergone a major transformation. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will continue driving the number 47 Chevrolet in 2025, but fans will notice a brand new look and team identity. Kroger, the long-standing sponsor for JTG, has moved to RFK Racing, prompting a leadership shift that left to the team rebranding as Hayek Motorsports. This fresh start signals a new chapter for Stenhouse and the team as they aim to build on their past successes with a revamped image. Denny Hamlin has been caught off guard by one of the biggest crew chief changes of the off-season. After 6 successful years together, Hamlin and his crew chief Chris Gabehart have parted ways. During their time together, they achieved 22 wins and never missed the playoffs. Gale brings his own experience and success to the team, but it will be interesting to see how this transition impacts Gibbs in his second full-time Cup season. Bubba Wallace also sees significant changes for 2025. Booty Barker, one of the most experienced crew chiefs in the sport with over 600 races under his belt, has stepped down from his role with Wallace. Barker helped guide Wallace to 2 Cup Series wins since they teamed up in 2021. He will now take on an internal role at 2311 Racing. In his place, Charles Dennick steps in as Wallace's new crew chief. Brad Keselowski is reuniting with his former crew chief Jeremy Bullins for the 2025 season. The duo came close to winning the 2020 Cup title together at Team Penske before parting ways. Now back together at RFK Racing, this reunion has fans excited about the potential for strong performances in the upcoming season. Another major change involves Rodney Childers, a legendary crew chief in the NASCAR world. Childers played a key role in helping Kevin Harvick secure the 2014 Cup Championship and has amassed 40 wins over nearly 2 decades. For 2025, Childers is joining Spire Motorsports as the crew chief for the number 7 driven by Justin Haley. Spire aims to build on its success from the 2024 season, and with Childers on board, the team is poised for growth in competitive performances. Front Row Motorsports is reportedly planning to expand to 3 full-time cars for 2025, although this has not been officially confirmed. Zane Smith is expected to fill the final seat for FRM, marking a new opportunity for the talented driver. Rick Ware Racing faces some uncertainty heading into 2025. In 2024, the team fielded 2 full-time entries, but one of its charters was leased to RFK Racing for the upcoming season. As a result, RWR is likely to run only 1 full-time vehicle in 2025. Driver Corey LaJoie stepped into Justin Haley's number 51 car near the end of 2024, but his status for next year remains unclear. Cody Ware, whose father Rick owns the team, is also in the mix for the driver lineup. Martin Truex Jr. plans to race a limited schedule in 2025, including the iconic Daytona 500, but he has not revealed which team he will drive for. While it is expected to be a Toyota, 2311 Racing is not an option, and Joe Gibbs Racing is already at full capacity with 4 drivers. Several part-time teams are also set to return in 2025, adding depth to the competition. Jimmy Johnson, a 7-time Cup champion, will return for a short run in the number 84 Legacy Motor Club Toyota. Other part-time teams such as MBM Motorsports, Beard Motorsports, and Love Fast Motorsports will also continue to compete, keeping the field diverse and exciting. Now, whatever your thoughts are on this, just write them down below, and while you're down there, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well.